Hello everyone, I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Vince!
And it's time once again
to recommend things.
Hey Vince.
Hey Cap.
What do you recommend today?
I'm recommending, I'm going to call them toys, because they are. I'm recommending...
That's good reason.
Whatever these things are. I managed to pick these things up for a song from Vintage Stock, and I thought, well, I'm going to recommend them, because they're adorable. Oh, look at you and your little cuteness, Wolverine.
These things are out right now in a lot of like Walmarts and Targets and places. Well, I don't know if I've seen them in Targets, but I've seen them in some different stores. In like machines where you like put in $1 and then you get a random one. But Vince managed to get the whole set. Yeah,
you get that. Well, at least I think this is the whole set.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
Basically, what you get is you get one of these heads, and then you pop open the head, and the body's inside, and the body has a little nub on top, and you snap the head onto that little nub. And,
so the bodies fit inside the heads?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know. I haven't bought one before. I've seen them around.
So, actually...
I'd like to start referring to this as the starting lineup.
Actually, I got it lined up by color because I'm anal. So, these ones are green.
Yeah,
you
are, but that's okay.
But, yeah, I think these guys are pretty cute. I mean, they're my girlfriend approves of these things. She likes those Mighty Mugs, and she likes the Pop Heroes and Pop Marvel things. And I saw this, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta get these. So, I have them. There's not a lot to say about them. They're just tiny and cute. And most of them have grimaces, except for Daredevil.
I think maybe Venom's my favorite. See, Venom doesn't have a grimace. Venom is Venom. He's like, yeah, I'm having a good time.
Venom's himself. He just kind of looks like this.
See, he's just excited not to have to sit on the bench. He's a starter, you know. He gets to go right. He gets to go right in there.
It's amusing to me that there's only 2 villains.
Oh, that's a good point. Venom and Doom.
At least all of the ones I have, yeah. Doom, I think, is my favorite. He's hilarious.
He's got an angry face.
Doom is all just upset.
And the green one in the end, is that Hulk?
And Venom is not. Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, just in case you guys didn't see, Hulk, Dr. Doom, The Thing, 2 Wolverines.
Match.
I have 2 Cyclops. They're actually the same one, but one's a misprint and is missing the X on his belt. Thor, Daredevil.
You missed Captain America.
Captain America. They're all blue. I can't count. That's 3.
Yeah, Thor, Daredevil.
Yeah, Thor, Iron Man, Daredevil, Spider-Man, and Venom. Yeah.
Those are neat.
They are neat.
I want those. Those are really cool. Well, today I'm going to recommend another Tick thing. Today I'm going to recommend a Tick trade, and this is jumping ahead a little bit from what I've been doing on Vault. I'm doing this one on Recommends mostly because we're running out of time and I'm not going to be able to do all the vaults that I was wanting to do necessarily. Some other things have come up and I haven't been able to make as many videos as I planned this month. So, I don't know. Tick Month may come back next year because I think I might have enough stuff to do another Tick Month. But
it's a lot of Tick stuff.
But anyway, but probably not. But anyway, so today I want to recommend the Tick Luny bin. And I'm doing this particular one because it jumps ahead a little bit from where I've been. This one came out in, let's say, 98, 99. And it's really tied into the Edlund stuff. So I wanted to make sure that I talked about it, and I wanted to make sure and mention it here because I think that this is one of the more fun reads. So I wanted to do this on a well, I mean it's all fun because it's the Tick, but I mean like this one I imagine most people who are even loosely familiar with the Tick would find quite funny. So what this one does is, and let me see if I can get the credits on this because of course. Naturally, of course, this isn't Edlund. This is... Anyway, I'll figure it out here in a minute. Yeah, so what this does is this gives us some actual background for the Tick. Yeah, no lie. And it's not like the Tick's origin because that would be totally against what the whole character is about, really. But it tells us a little bit about what he was doing just before he broke out of the asylum because he ends up in this getting thrown back in the asylum. Which is really funny by Dr. Lovecraft. I like that Dr. Lovecraft, and who's this guy with this like mask that covers his whole face except for his eyes, and it turns out there's a reason for that. So what happens is you got this guy, Dr. Lovecraft, who who does experiments on the Tick because he's trying to make the Tick sane. And the whole book is about, oh no, someone's trying to make the Tick sane. That's terrible because what makes the Tick a superhero is that he's not sane. What makes the Tick work is that he has this they compare him in this to Barry, to the other tick, and Barry's in this, and has this whole plan when the tick gets thrown back into the Loony bin to finally become the tick again, because now it's legal. Because if the tick is gone, then he can have the tick's name again, because it's been illegal up to this point, because it was legally decided that the tick could be the tick, but Barry could not become the tick. Those of you that have seen my reviews, we've covered this. So anyway, what happens is they compare the tick and Barry the tick, and they say that Barry is crazy and the tick is crazy but more goal oriented, and I think that's kind of funny. Where at least his heart's in the right place, even though he's completely lost it. We find out that the tick used to be married, and his wife didn't like being married to him because his suit didn't come off, and that was a problem, and so Dr. Lovecraft tries to take the tick's mask off, and the tick keeps swearing up and down, it's not a mask, you can't get it off. And so then, and of course that was true, and actually there's this very, you can see it here, so this cover with them trying to get the mask off, that actually happens, in the book, and it's really creepy looking. There's some creepy stuff in this, actually, even though it's, a parody. So he tries to get the tick's mask off, and he decides when he can't get any of his costume off that his costume is tied directly into his psyche, and he tries to come up with this whole psychological reasoning for why his suit won't come off, and it's kind of funny. Dr. Lovecraft is kind of a weird mix between what's his name? The villain from X2. Stryker, yeah. He's kind of like Stryker because there's a little bit of Wolverine with this, because he's doing because he's doing experiments on him, and he's a little Stryker, and then he's a little Doctor Doom, because he's got this mask that he refuses to take off. And then, and I'll go ahead and spoil this because I don't know if folks will be able to read this. So if you don't want to know this, don't stop now. But like at the end, it turns out that he keeps claiming that he's like horribly deformed, but then he's not deformed at all, and he's actually like the prettiest man on earth. But he's got this really really little mole, and that was an idea that went all the way back to the beginning of Doctor Doom in the comics, where like that wasn't actually in the comics, but apparently that's kind of what they wanted to do with Doctor Doom, where like you never see his face, and then if you ever took his mask off, you'd find out that he had just this one blemish that he didn't want anybody to see. And so they kind of took that and ran with it in this. But anyway, it's really funny. And then Arthur tries to rescue him with the help of the cult that worships the tick that we saw in some of the early Edlund issues, which is really funny. And they call Arthur the tick's lieutenant. But anyway, I really like the art in this, and because it's very Edlund looking, and it's really detailed, and it's once again more black and white art that looks like it's supposed to be black and white art, and I always really appreciate that. But we've got Shareface, and Shareface comes back and has an alliance with the Berry Tick, which doesn't work out so well, and the Chainsaw Vigilante makes a cameo in this, and yeah, so anyway, especially if you've read the Edlund stuff, this is, if you read no other Tick besides the Edlund stuff, this is probably the other thing you ought to pick up, at least besides the new Tick series, which I really quite like. But anyway, so that's what I recommend today, because I know I'm not going to get to this on the vault. So anyway, well, thanks a lot for watching us recommend things, and we'll recommend something for you once again next week. I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Vince. And we are... Anyway.
The starting lineup.
The starting lineup. I was like, what did Cap say? I don't know. We are Legion.
See you later.